So, we're going to start standing. You don't have to be like at the top of your mat. Bring your arms by your side to start with, and then kind of make your feet nice and comfortable so that they are under your hips. And you're just going to tip your weight forward, tip your weight back, come over to the side, then the other side. And just keep doing that, just so that you're aware of where you're putting your pressure in your feet. Because sometimes we're probably either leaning forward loads, leaning back, and you might find it that you're getting these aches and pains in your back due to possibly putting all this pressure in your certain areas of your feet. I'm just going to mute you guys if I can. So just keep having a little play, bringing that weight forward. And then you're going to stand still. And you'll probably find your comfortable area. And just, like I say, be aware that you're not putting all that weight in your toes or in your heels. And what we're going to do is we're going to do our 4 seconds of inhale, but we're going to bring our arms up by our side and then draw them in again. And I will do the count on here. So slowly start to bring your arms out by your side, inhaling, and then draw them into your body, exhaling. Dropping your shoulders, inhale, reach those arms up nice and slowly, exhale, draw them in. Try and relax your shoulders, the neck, draw the crown of your head up, bring those arms in. Inhaling. Just really try and relax and let them be heavy. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And for me, it feels like they're floating. I love it. Exhaling. And then just draw your arms up overhead, all the way. Connect your palms. Take an inhale. Exhale. You're going to fold all the way forward. You're just going to stay in this little forward fold for a bit. Keep your knees nice and soft. You might want to bend one knee, then the other. Allow that head to be heavy. And then come to a flat back, so your hands come underneath your knees. You're drawing your chest through. So you're trying to stretch out that belly. Take an inhale, exhale, fold forward. You're going to take yourself back into a tabletop position. So bring those hips underneath your knees. Flatten those hands. And then you're just going to circle this right knee out to the side. And then you're going to tuck that knee into your chest, arching your back. Imagine you're trying to get that knee to your nose. Inhale, take that knee out to the side, circle it round, knee into chest, pushing off your hands. And then one more, taking it out to the side, tucking it into your chest. And then you're going to take it all the way back up behind you, nice and straight. Pulling that chest through. Slowly lower that knee. Left knee out. Circle it round. And then draw it into your chest. Tucking it in, arching your shoulders. And then taking it out to the side. Circling it round. Drawing it into your chest. One more. And then gliding it all the way back up, straight, and pull that chest through. And then slowly draw that knee down, sitting onto your heels, drawing the crown of your head up, interlacing your hands behind your back, and you're going to pull them down to the earth. So imagine you're trying to draw them down. If you're really uncomfortable here, you can always wedge something underneath your thighs. And then you're just going to bring your hands clasped to your right hip. So a little bit like a holster. And then you're going to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then bring it up and over to the left. Coming back to centre, draw those hands back down the centre of your back. And then you're going to bring them to your left hip. They're just resting on that left side. You're going to draw right ear, right shoulder. Nice and gentle. And then left ear, left shoulder. We kind of forget about our neck. And then come back up to centre. Draw them back, down your back. And if you're trying to reach the floor, and then you're going to release those hands. You can either do a wide-kneed child's pose, or just keep your knees underneath, and you're going to walk your hands forward. So you're walking them forward to help feel that stretch around your shoulders. You might find that you want to just have your knees open a little bit as you sink those hands forward. And just try and melt that chest down a little bit. You'll feel that in your hips, around your shoulders. And just get that 4 seconds of inhale and that 4 seconds of exhale. Slow that breath down. That is what we're going to do. Just try and be in this present moment. Not worrying about what posture is next. And then slowly start to walk your hands up. Knees together. Back into that tabletop position. And then you're going to walk your hands just a fraction, hand space forward. And then slowly lower your hips down. You're going to keep those hands more or less underneath your shoulder and just slightly lift your chest. Taking an inhale, exhale, folding forward. Then you're going to bring your hands to the outside of your mat, onto your fingertips, lifting your chest again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring those hands back underneath your shoulders, lifting that chest as you inhale and then exhale. You're going to bring your bum over to your heels, flip your toes, come into downward dog. So again, you might want to pad one heel down, then the other. And then take that right leg up, heel into bum, and you're just going to circle that knee. So you just open up your hips, one direction, and then the other. Pulling that knee all the way through, so you're going to put that foot in between your hands. You might need to shuffle it through a little bit, drop that back knee. And then bring your hands to that right knee, as you sink those hips forward. So as you apply a little bit of pressure, then just release. So rather than forcing your hips down, just gliding them slowly and then releasing that pressure. Releasing your hands, inhale, reach both arms up. You're going to grab hold of that left wrist and do a little bend over to the right. Grab hold of that right wrist, a little bend over to the left. Coming back to centre. Slowly walking your hands back towards that back knee as you straighten that right leg. So this is getting our hamstrings. This is Ardha Hanuman half splits. So we're not trying to get into full splits at all. But you're going to point your toes away and then flex your foot, so draw those toes in towards your body. Again, try not to force, just go real slowly. Bit of an odd sensation on the front and the back of your leg. And then bringing that weight forward, framing that foot. We're coming into three-legged dog, so we're going to take that right leg back up behind and then slowly lower. Left knee up, heel into bum, circling that knee if you can, one direction, then the other. And then you're going to bring that foot all the way through, placing it in between your hands. Dropping that right knee, coming onto that knee with your hands, to just gently push your hips forward. Again, with just a little bit of pressure and then release. Try not to allow that left knee to go over those toes. And then once you're happy sinking those hips down, reach both arms up overhead. Find that balance. Left wrist over to the right. And right wrist over to the left. Coming back to centre. Hands down onto the earth as you straighten that left leg. Come into those half splits on the other side. So you're going to flex and point that foot. Again, super slowly. It will feel weird. And then bringing that weight forward, tucking that right toe, you're going to take this left leg up into a three-legged dog. So that weight in your hands, left leg up, doesn't matter how high it goes, and then slowly lower down. Padding one heel down, then the other. Slowly start to walk your feet to your hands, or you can do a little hop. So if you want to do a little hop, get those knees nice and soft. Bring your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Two more like that. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Connect those palms. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Bringing this right knee into your chest so that it's nice and high. And then taking that knee out to the side. Back to center. Now here you can hold on to a wall if you want, a child, a dog, knee back to center. Taking it out and then finding your tree. So this right foot somewhere along this left leg. To start from the bottom, your toes can be resting on the mat. And then you can slowly work your way up. You're going to interlace your hands, push those palms away, and then reach those arms up. Do a little bend over to the right. Good work. Come back to center. Release those hands by your side. Taking that knee into your chest again. This time we're going to tip our weight forward, taking that leg behind us. Again, hold on to anything that feels comfortable. And then you're slowly going to bend that standing leg, drop it behind you. So in this nice lunge position again. So it might be that you need to adjust your feet. Hips are forward. Grab hold, bring those arms up over your head. Grab hold of that left wrist. Bring it over to the right. And then right wrist over to the left. And then coming back to center. You're going to bring your hands to frame that foot. And you're just going to bring that right knee to the floor behind that left ankle. Easier said than done, I'm sure. So we're coming onto our bottom into this cross-legged twist. It might be that you want to straighten that right leg and just have this left leg bent. Reaching both arms up overhead, you're going to twist round to the left. Now here, bring your left hand behind you, right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. Again, if you can't quite get that pivot round, just hug that right knee round. So you're gently twisting that torso, Don't let it lift. And then slowly come round for a counter twist. So hug this left knee in. No, right knee. Right hand behind you, it was left knee. Twist that upper body. Quite hard. Forgot my left and right. And then come back to centre. Releasing those, fold of those legs and finding yourself at the top of your mat. Coming back to that standing position. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up, overhead. Connect those palms, hands to heart centre. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart centre. 1 more. And then bringing that left knee into your chest. So draw that left knee nice and high. Take it out to the side. Knee to your chest. Out to the side. Back in, 1 more. Taking it out. And then finding that tree position. So somewhere along that right leg, we're going to be resting that foot. Toes can be on the mat. Interlace your fingers, push your palms out, and then reach those arms up. If you can, you can stay here, it's taking all your power not to wobble over. Just do a little bend over to the left. And then come back to centre. Bring those arms by your side, knee into your chest. And then we're tipping that weight, gliding it back behind us, nice and straight, lowering that foot down, bringing your body into the middle, finding that balance. Bring both arms up overhead, that left wrist over to the right, right wrist over to the left. Coming back to centre, bring your hands to frame that foot, and then you're going to bring that left knee to that right ankle. Just resting it down, and then hopefully you found yourself in that little twist. If that is a no-go, then you're just going to be straightening that left leg, folding that right leg over the top. Or you can bring that heel in, sweeping both arms up, inhaling, and then twisting round to the right as you exhale. Right hand behind you, this elbow, if you can, to the outside of that thigh. If not, you're just hugging that knee in with that left hand. Use your torso to move that upper body round. Try not to crank your head round. And then coming round for a counter twist. Again, lifting that chest up as you twist round. Coming back to centre. Releasing those feet. Both feet are going to be flat. Your fingertips are going to come in towards your bottom behind you. We're coming to a reverse box. So you're going to be lifting your bottom up to create that reverse box. Now, if you do a lot of weights and your shoulders are a bit hench, you might find that that's a bit strenuous on your shoulders as you try and push those hips up. And then slowly lowering down, bringing your bottom towards your heels, lowering the top half of your body down. You're going to come into bridge. So fingertips towards your heels, tipping the small of your back so it touches the mat as you peel your pelvis up, pushing those hips up to the sky. Try and keep that spine alignment with your neck. And then slowly lowering, trying to lower like one vertebrae at a time, one spiny notch. And then release that pelvis. Again, you're going to push your hips up to the sky. Bring your arms up over your head, past your ears, and then lift your heels. Pushing your hips up a little bit more if you can. We're going to take this right leg up to the sky and then rest that ankle onto that left thigh. Slowly lower your pelvis back down. Bring your arms up and over to either interlace behind your thigh or onto your shin. So you're in a figure 4 position. So it might be that you're just here with that foot on the floor, and that is enough for you. Or you can try and draw that left leg into your body, feeling that around your hips. Slowing that breath down. And then release that hold, both feet flat. Fingertips towards your heels, small of your back pressing into the mat as you push your hips up to the sky for bridge. Bringing your arms up over your head, past your ears, and then lifting your heels just to get a little bit more of a push of those hips. Your left leg is going up this time. Point your ballerina toes to the sky, and then resting that ankle onto that right thigh as you slowly lower your pelvis back down to the mat. Drop that right heel, and then bring your arms up and over to either interlace behind that thigh or on top of that shin as you hug that right leg into your body. Again, we're not yanking, pulling, getting it into position. We're just being nice and gentle to ourselves, allowing our body to do what it can do. And then slowly release. Let that left leg go straight. We're going to bring that right knee into our chest, hugging it in. And we're just going to circle that right foot, one direction, then the other. Flex and point. And then take that knee across to the left as you turn your head over to the right. Open up your chest. So bringing that arm out. Creating that little twist. Coming back to centre. Left knee into chest, right leg straight. Now if you've got a small back injury or it's really uncomfortable, sometimes bringing that bend into that right knee just to help support it. By all means do that. If not, that right leg is straight. Left knee into your chest. Circling this left foot. Flex and point. And then taking that knee across to the right. So you're almost coming out to that right hip. And then you're bringing your left shoulder, trying to bring it to the mat. Reaching that left arm out to open up that chest. That knee doesn't have to touch the floor. And then coming back to centre. Both knees into your chest. And you're just going to circle them. So you're just rotating them in one direction and then the other. So here, you're trying to get the small of your back on the mat. Change direction. And then you're going to bring your knees wide. So like when we were doing a wide knee child's pose. So you're trying to draw those thighs to the side of your rib cage. So if you know happy baby, this is where we're going. This is the first step. Or it might be that you interlace, bring your hands, around the outside of your feet and bring your feet up. Literally like what a baby does. Or you're holding onto your knees. Here, if your feet are up to the sky, you're imagining you're drawing those knees either side of your rib cage. This is opening up your hips. You can attempt to straighten your legs. You will roll around all over the place like a happy baby, But who doesn't want to be a happy baby? Bring that right leg in, try and straighten that left leg. I'm falling all over the place. Come back to centre. Imagine you're drawing those knees again down the side. Bringing the soles of your feet together. Slowly lowering them, hips out to the side if you can. Just for a slow inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to the outside of your knees, draw them together and straighten your legs coming into your Shavasana. So it might be that you want to bring your hands onto your body or out by your side. Gently rock your head from side to side, allowing it to find its final little resting place. Drawing that attention to your breath. Fluttering your eyes closed if you haven't already. Just allowing yourself that little bit of stillness as you check that your face is nice and relaxed, your jaw, your shoulders. Allow your breath to sink you deeper into the mat. Allowing that breath to release any tension throughout your body. And allowing yourself this moment, this stillness, peace and ease. And even with your mind wandering forwards, back, try and bring it to that present moment. Try and bring it to your breath. Try and bring it to you. Slowly start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles in one direction and then the other. Reaching your arms up over your head. Allow your body to stretch, fidget and move, but still trying to keep your eyes closed as you hug your knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side, allowing your body to slowly awaken and feel energized. Drop to one side and then slowly bring yourself to seated, drawing the crown of your head up, dropping your shoulders, lifting your heart. Sweep both arms up overhead, connect your palms to seal that energy in, and then slowly draw your hands to heart center. May you feel safe and loved. Fill your heart with thankfulness and gratefulness. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye, space in between your eyebrows. Namaste, thank you for joining me.